She stood at the front of the classroom for the last time. Miss Carter, the teacher who had given her life to shaping young minds, now held nothing but a box of her belongings. The school board had let her go. Some said it was because she was too old-fashioned. Others whispered it was because she spoke out against unfair policies. But to her students, she wasn't outdated. She was everything. She had bought notebooks for kids whose parents couldn't afford them. She had stayed late after school, tutoring children who struggled. She had fed hungry mouths from her own pocket. And now, she was being sent away with nothing but silence in the halls. "Why her?" whispered one student. "She's the only reason I ever believed I was smart." The news spread fast. Some parents shrugged. Some teachers looked away. But her students, those she had loved, defended, and believed in, didn't accept it. Not this time. At first, they wrote letters, dozens of them begging the principal to reconsider. But the letters were ignored. Then came the petitions, signatures filling page after page. Still, no answer. So the students planned something no one expected. The next morning, when the town gathered for the annual parade down Main Street, the marching band struck up its usual tune. But behind the music, hundreds of students appeared, every single one wearing a handmade sign around their neck. On each sign, in bold letters, was the same message: "Bring back Miss Carter." The crowd gasped. The street, once filled with floats and banners, now carried a tidal wave of children united for one cause. Even the youngest, barely tall enough to walk alone, held signs higher than their heads. The parade stopped. Cars halted. The mayor, standing on the reviewing stand, leaned forward in disbelief. And then came the twist no one saw coming. Parents, who once stayed silent, began joining the students. One by one, adults stepped into the street, pulling paper and markers from their bags, scribbling their own messages. "She taught my child to read. She believed in us. We stand with Miss Carter." The principal, red-faced, rushed forward, shouting over the chants, "This is disruption, go home!" But the students only grew louder. Their voices merged into one thunderous roar. "Bring her back! Bring her back! And if you believe no teacher who gives everything should ever be discarded." Pause this story right here, like this video, share it, and subscribe, because we need to stand up for kindness, respect, and those who lift others up. By afternoon, the story had spread beyond the town. News crews arrived, cameras flashing, microphones raised. The world was watching. The school board, once confident in their decision, now faced a storm of outrage. Their offices flooded with calls, emails, demands for justice. Within a week, the impossible happened. The board reversed its decision. Miss Carter was reinstated, not as just another teacher, but as a symbol of what a community could do when united. When she returned to her classroom, tears filled her eyes as her students stood and cheered. On her desk sat a single apple wrapped in paper that read, "For the teacher who taught us courage." The bullies of power, the ones who thought they could silence her, looked smaller than ever. And Miss Carter? She didn't feel weak. She didn't feel forgotten. She felt seen, honored, and forever remembered. Never underestimate the loyalty of those you've touched with kindness. Never think that giving your best goes unseen, because kindness always comes back, louder, stronger, unstoppable. If this story touched your heart, don't let it end here. Like, share, and subscribe, because maybe the next time someone good is treated unfairly, it will be your voice that helps bring them justice.